What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. My name is Elite Largo. Hope everyone is having a great day so far. It's morning here where I am, but it's Friday. It's finally time for the weekend, and today we're going to be doing yet another standard deck, and this is going to be something that I was pretty excited to make. This is Dimir Rogue / Mill. So this deck obviously centers around Thieves Guild Enforcer, but we'll go ahead and we'll start from the top. Why don't we do that? So this is the only non-rogue card in, just because this is mostly like a pseudo mill deck. So Merfolk's Secret Keeper, it's just really good. It's just a really good one-drop for the sorcery aspect, milling 4 cards from your opponent, and then also it's a really good blocker for a 0/4 for 1 blue mana. So really good. Of course, namesake of the card, it's on the cover of the box at the top. Thieves Guild Enforcer for 1 black. It's a 1/1 flash, so you can cast it anytime. You can cast an instant. Whenever Thieves Guild Enforcer or another rogue enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards, and as long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, Thieves Guild Enforcer gets +2/+1 and has Death Touch. So very powerful, very cool. I love these type of cards. So then we have Masked Blackguard. It is a 2/1 for 2. It has flash, and then for 3 you can give it +1/+1. Main thing is that it has flash. You can flash it in, obviously, mill. Brazen Borrower, 3 copies because I only have 3. Obviously, Petty Theft is really good, and then of course the flash aspect being a 3/1 flyer, and it's also a rogue. Then Teferi's Tutelage. This is another new card. Enchantment for 3. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card and then discard a card. And then whenever you draw a card, a target opponent mills 2 cards. So more mill. 3 copies of Thought Collapse. I've debated on just having extra removal in here instead of counter spells, but the times I have been able to cast this, it has been pretty important, and it's been really beneficial. And of course, your opponent mills 3 cards. Now this is something that a lot of people are probably going to raise an eyebrow about because of Thieves Guild Enforcer. Ashiok Dreamrender, it mills 4, the -1 mills 4 cards, and then each opponent exiles. Then exile each opponent's graveyard. Then spells and abilities your opponent's control can't cause their controller to search their library. That's actually pretty relevant, you know, in a time where we have Fabled Passage, stuff like that, and, you know, mana ramp, searching out lands and stuff like that. But the exiling of the graveyard, see, my thought on this is that you're going to be doing so much milling that it's going to be easy to have Thieves Guild Enforcer get the plus with 8 or more cards. Like, one of the strategies I used in one of my test runs with this was that I had 2 Ashioks in my hand, but I also had Thieves Guild Enforcer and 2 other rogues in my hand as well. So I was like, okay, I'll start out with the Thieves Guild Enforcer, and I'll just play these rogues, and I'll start really milling. I also had like Merfolk's Secret Keeper as well, and I was like, I'll just mill out. I had the plus ability for Thieves Guild Enforcer very early in the game, and I was able to hit them for 6 a turn. And then when they finally got rid of the Thieves Guild Enforcer, I dropped the Ashiok and then started milling that way. So there's a strategy you can use depending on what your hand looks like. So I still think this card is very, very useful in this deck. 3 copies of Whisper Agent. Again, it's a flash card. It's a 3/2. Allows you to surveil. It's very useful. 4 copies of Eat to Extinction. I feel like you got to have some kind of hard removal like this to take care of a big threat or a planeswalker, and it exiles, and it also basically allows you to surveil 1. And it's an instant. 4 mana. It is kind of pricey, but usually when you're using this, you're trying to keep control of the game. So, and 3 copies of Rankle. He's a rogue. He has flying. He has haste. He's a 3/3. And you can have your opponent discard a card. When it deals damage to a player, discard, lose 1, draw 1, or sack a creature, or all 3. Very useful. And 24 lands. So we got 4 Watergate, 4 Temple of Deceit, 7 Swamps, 1 Castle Locthwain, 7 Islands, and 1 Castle Vantress. So that is the deck. And yeah, sorry, I was catching my breath there. So that's the deck. We're going to see if we can get some solid wins here. And yeah, before we do though, I know, you hate this part. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the deck. And also follow me over at twitch.tv/EliteLargo. I really do appreciate it more than you guys can understand. With that being said, let's get to some games. Okay, cool. Yeah, we go first. Thieves Guild Enforcer, Whisper Agent, Teferi's Tutelage, Ashiok. Yeah, this is a pretty solid hand. Obviously, we'll be flashing the Thieves Guild Enforcer at the end of their turn. Okay, Triome. Okay. Ooh, playing against Shrines. Alright. This was a pretty good top deck right here. So hopefully... So this is going to be an interesting deck. Sanctum, sure. Let's do... What cards are in their graveyard? I think I'll do the Rogue at the end of their turn, Teferi's Tutelage, blah 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 blah. Okay, response, we'll do this. Surveil. Rankle is very good. Looks like we're going to be doing Rankle. Okay. I like where this is going. So they kind of need to have a Shatter the Sky here, which they might be getting. We've milled a bunch. One. Ah. Alright. So we'll play Teferi's Tutelage. Sure. Sure. Okay. That's fine. Right now we're kind of on the mill train now because of this Sanctum. Narset. Alright. Alright. Now they need a discard. Sure, that's fine. Really hope they don't have a land. They do. Son of a bitch. Yep. Alright. Alright, we'll do this. Do this. Alright, so now they're down to 20 cards. They gain some life. We are getting dangerously low here. Is this any target? Planeswalker, of course. That's annoying. Yep. Okay. Yep, can't search your library. Alright. We might actually die before we get to mill them because of this. That really sucks. Down to 13 cards. Alright. Let's do Thieves Guild Enforcer. We can respond. Yep. And they get this. Down to 7. Down to 6. Oh man, this is coming down to the wire. My heart's pounding. Draw. Yes! Oh my god, that was close. Oh, good games. Whew. Oh man, that was close. Alright, but you saw the strategy there. It was like, alright, we start with the rogues. They eventually kill the rogues. Bring out Ashiok. Boom. Start doing that. Let's do another one. Alright. Really wish we had some more rogues, but we go first. We have Basic Swamps, Teferi's Tutelage. I think we're okay. I mean, it's not a great hand, but... Okay. Oh, yes. Alright. Scry. Yes. Tap for 1. Say go. Who is this? Jeskai. Throw a possibility. Response, we'll do this. It's one of those big brain plays. I think we're going to go all in on this. Let's get Teferi's Tutelage down. Discard a card, eh? Well, I like all of this, but we'll drop the land. Man, I'm just nailing all of their lands. It's pretty nuts. Damn you. Alright, Scry, keep Rankle, play Ashiok. Alright. So again, you see the strategy there. Top decking that second Thieves Guild is really good. So, alright. Do another one. Nah, this isn't a good hand. If one of these was like an island, maybe because of Teferi's Tutelage, but this is like arguably worse, but we'll keep it anyway. Ooh, we're against cycling. I don't like that. I personally cannot wait for... It's gonna like be forever. Ah, that's what we were hoping for. So the only thing, this is where things get kind of awkward. because this is cycling. So they obviously have no problem with mill. But we are going to play Ashiok. We'll drop an island. Does, however, yeah, we're going to be dropping Ashiok fairly soon. I think next turn is probably the best. That's fine. Alright, we're going to need that, so... let's do Rankle. Let's see. Yeah, draws loses life. Sure. Block. Okay. I mean, screw it. Let's do it right now. Let's keep the mill train going. Get all their lands out. Because it seems like obviously they're mana screwed. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say obviously they're mana screwed, and we hit a lot of their lands. So it's like, all right, let's keep rolling with the rogues. That was a bit of a slow start for cycling. I was like, really expecting the flourishing, or the fox, or whatever it is. Yeah. Ooh, and we go first. Ooh, all right. Against Yorion, we've got a lot of cards to mill. Oh my god, 100 card deck. Oh, this is gonna be ridiculous. Sure. Oh, this is gonna be a task. We'll shock. We'll do this. Oh my god. I hit a lot of land. That's good. Okay, Guildgate. Vampire. Sure. Let's do another mill. 2 planeswalkers. Callous Dismissal. Island with Zephyrs. I'll drop the Swamp. Because I'd rather have the Scry. No attacks. How much land have we hit? Good amount, but they still got an island, so that kind of sucks. Okay, they're going to bring Yorion in, obviously. Alright, we could really use Eat to Extinction. Oh man. Getting closer. It's Fairy. Alright. Flash in. There's Eat to Extinction. Alright, so we kind of need to take Teferi out. Yeah. At this point, we really want to see an Ashiok. So they're weighing their options here. Sure. Oh, okay. Okay. Because I want to keep a... Alright. We'll play land. Say go. Keep eat to extinction open. Sure. Sure. Yep. We'll probably need that. And there's really no point in playing the Secret Keeper. We got 6 a turn. They could have Ritual of Soot or something. Or Liliana. That's unfortunate. Alright, graveyard. Alright, now we really want to see Ashiok. There it is. They're almost halfway. Oh my lord. Oh my god. They're not gonna give up. Wall of Runes, sure. Yep. No. Alright. We need to get these third E to extinction, like right now. Oh, hell. Ah! It took the negate. I mean, it was bad no matter what we chose, so. Probably gonna negate this. Which I'm kind of okay with. Because I really... yeah, Ashiok's gonna die. And so are we. I mean... Really? I am shocked they did that. I mean, they could have just plussed. I don't know why they didn't do that. They would have ultimated. Alright, Rankle. Does this resolve? Probably not. does. The question becomes, well, so much for that. Go ahead. Down to 34 cards. I doubt we're going to get there. Yeah, this game's over. Yep. Don't forget the plus. Alright, that's game. Well, it was fun. Yeah, so I guess looking at things now, this deck's fun. Obviously not, I mean, against a Yorion deck, I mean, you obviously need to go for damage. Yeah. Even with all of the planeswalkers and spells that we removed, just wasn't enough. I mean, especially when your opponent's playing a 100 card deck, makes it a little bit hard. Makes it a little hard. But props to them. That was a good game. Yeah, looking on things now, I would probably, I'm leaning towards taking Thought Collapse out and putting in more removal, I guess. Maybe some draw power for Teferi's Tutelage, because this card's good, but it's like you kind of want to be drawing a lot of cards, obviously. So maybe Thought Collapse for something that draws us multiple cards, like Frantic Research, or Frantic Inventory, rather. You could put 4 of those in, take 3 collapses out, and maybe draw up a Rankle, maybe? Yeah. Drop a Rankle, drop Thought Collapse, bring in 4 Frantic Inventories. Because even if you get 2 of these early game without a tutelage on the board, if you get 1 late game, that's 3 cards, that's 6 cards off the top of your opponent's library with just 1 tutelage out. So, and with the amount of lands that you have in this deck, I mean, you could probably go down to 22 lands, like maybe cut 2 temples and go up a swamp and an island, and or no, cut 2 temples just in general. Sorry, don't listen to me. Cut 2 temples and then maybe bring in 2 Thought Collapses. It's an idea. That's one way. There's also a reason. There's also, you know, I've seen people play this one, Ghostly Pilferer. I'm just not 100% sold on it, because yeah, sure, you can pay 2 to draw a card, but and then whenever they cast a spell anywhere from other than their hand, draw a card. So it's a little infrequent with the draw power, and then if you discard, it can't be blocked. But there's no, like, I appreciate the flash aspect of most of these cards, like Thieves Guild Enforcer, Mass Blackguard, Brazen Borrower, Whisper Agent. Being able to cast these at the end of your opponent's turn is very, very useful. So, yeah. So you could go down, like I said, 2 temples, maybe play 2 counter spells just in case. Thing is that like when you say, like in our situation, at the end of that game, it's like you draw a counter spell and it's like, well, this doesn't do me anything. You could put in 2 extra pieces of removal, maybe. You could put in Frogify. You could put in Mystical Subdual, which is one of my favorites. It's flash, you know, and kind of just makes a creature very, very, very basic, taking all of the abilities away of that creature. Not sure what else. So I did have, where is it? I did have Sweet Oblivion in for a little while as a 2 of, because that's all I could fit. You could put that in. Helps with the mill, obviously. So, and it's got an escape, which is very useful. So you could do that too, which is probably a little bit more useful than Thought Collapse, because, you know, near the end of the game, if you draw that late game, you know, or if you've got 2 in your graveyard and you really need to start hammering home those extra cards, you know, you can probably do that, and that's probably where I'll lean. So Frantic Inventory, let's take out 2 Temples, and 2 Sweet Oblivions, because I think you can get away with 22 lands, because your top end is only 4 mana, so, and that's for just E to Extinction and 2 Wrinkles, so I think that this is probably the better build. I'll experiment with it as well. I'll probably be playtesting it tonight on stream, so twitch.tv/LeetLargo. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great day.